Lieutenant Johnson.
Do I need to tell him I'm giving my phone?
Today, I had a question. I'm a blue crab fisherman, and several of the crabbers from down in South Florida, Everglades area. I'm up here on behalf of it. I understand you said there's going to be an executive order on the closure as far as doing away with it for this year. Do you know when that's going to come out or when it'll take effect?
Nick, you want to respond?
We have the order ready to go, so we can implement it tomorrow or early next week. I mean,
Yeah, whenever we can get it, make the final changes.
it's going to be tomorrow or Monday.
Yeah.
So just to clarify, July 9th starts our area. It's okay for us to go ahead and leave our traps in is what I'm asking, because we don't want to...
Yes. Is the answer yes to his question?
Yes, sir.
The answer is yes.
My next question on the same thing, due to the oil, obviously, everybody's an unknown right now, big question mark. A lot of the stone crabbers, are concerned, rightfully so, because there's a big question mark of how far south or where all this oil is going to go. Is there a possibility to get a consideration as far as the tag program with the stone crabbers to maybe just suspend fees for a while until, because a lot of these guys spend thousands of dollars to get these tags, and then if they turn around and this oil shows up, they're going to be out this money if they're not able to participate in the fisheries.
Mark?
So is there something that can be considered on that?
Mark, I assume you're going to have to take that internally and look at it.
We'll look at it. We've actually implemented a 90-day grace period to get commercial licenses and tags renewed. But I don't know if that would apply to what I was asking. We can certainly look at it.
As the commission knows and everybody knows, it takes time for y'all to print, or whoever prints these tags, it takes time to disseminate them, it takes time for these guys to actually put them on the trap. So, and the money's already spent. And then if something happens with this oil and y'all have to shut it down.
I'm sure that we're going to work something out. Mark, we're looking at, just so the public knows, we have been looking at blue crab, stone crab, lobster. We're looking at everything across the board. We're having all kinds of internal meetings to provide the relief, and we're like you. We're concerned.
Everybody's concerned.
We're looking at the oysters. I don't know if you weren't here, but we did an opening of scallops 10 days, 11 days early this season, which helped out a bunch of folks. So we're trying to.
Now, the next question I have, the Colonel might be able to address, because I've had some people asking questions, and it's legitimate, and it's to my understanding that law enforcement is being deployed to the northern region of the state to help with this oil spill. And can you explain what their function is, or what they're doing, and whether the state taxpayers are paying for it?
Well,
There's a contract between BP. Is it a special detail type thing?
We have made a few personnel movements, and BP is going to be reimbursing the state of Florida.
Right. Now, is that going to be like under a type like FHP does the special details for the highway construction, and that's not paid for by the taxpayers, that's paid for by the company that's doing the construction. My question is these state resources that are being deployed, is that under a special detail type program, or is it under state funded, in other words, normal procedures? Who's paying for it is the question. And, it's a legitimate question, because obviously it's going to be a costly...
Absolutely. BP's paying for it.
Okay, so there is a special, it would be a special detail type contract?
No.
Because I know generally on these contracts there's a set amount of...
It's like a reimbursement contract.
So for all personnel that's deployed in that area, whatever specific...
We're keeping time, and we're setting aside monies for wear and tear on equipment. So we're keeping pretty, we're keeping...
So you're looking at it kind of like a natural disaster type thing, where if you come in for a hurricane thing, the feds pick up the bill?
Yes, sir.
So it is a special detail. What is some of the duties that they're performing up there right now, as far as their day-to-day duties? Are they just patrolling, or are they actually helping with cleanup? Or they deploying boom, or what are they doing?
Well, they're doing law enforcement duties.
So they're not actually
no
participation.
BP has people cleaning up the oil and all that. We're not cleaning up oil.
Yeah.
But we're keeping very accurate records.
Thank you for your comments, by the way.
I
Good
appreciate it.
comments.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yep.
We have Keith Ward next. And then Keith, after you, Christina Johnson. Christina, are you there?
I'm giving my time to David Grix.
All right.
Thank
And then
you.
We have, let's see.
Yes, sir.
I would like to see something done this time. We're looking here at the soil up here in the North Forest Coast. We are being shut down every day on areas we can fish. We are seeing dead fish starting to die. Dead fish starting to die everywhere you hear people talking about, we got to stop this. We're killing these fish. We're losing bycatch. I'd like to see something done to this for the mash size of these nets that we're having to use, that we can stop killing the juvenile fish. Because if this oil spill comes in, it gets in our estuaries and kills off all the juvenile fish in the estuaries, and then we're already out there killing 98 million a year with these little nets. If we could do something to change this thing, we need something done, especially for this, especially done now. We're at a point here where we could be out for years. We could be out of fishing for years and years on end. And the last thing we need is us out there killing all these juvenile fish. We're out there killing little redfish, little gag grouper. You know,
I would strongly suggest that you may want to consider, if you're asking us to change that ban, we're not going to do that.
I'm not asking for a net ban.
Now, if you're asking us to change the gear, we're not going to do that. I would strongly encourage you, if you have equipment, meaning boats and things like that, you should get a hold of the folks from BP and the major contractors. They're hiring every fisherman, every boater out there. I mean, there's people from South Florida leaving and taking their boat to go work.
So basically you're saying, just take what you got, stay with that, or go get your job with BP.
No, we're not going to use this. We're not going to use this disaster as an excuse to change the.
No, but
that's all. That's all. Listen. We deal with this. You guys are here every week. We're not going to do it. Forget it.
Thank you.
It's over. Okay.
Appreciate your comments.
Yeah, thank you too.
Our next speaker is George Pandora.
You like that, right? Drove 300 miles. Be talked to like I'm a dog. I appreciate it.
There you go.
He's a liar.
Commissioners, John,
Yes, sir.
my name is George Forum from Biscayne Bay Wing Netters. We were at your last meeting. You extended